हेलो एस्पायरेंट, दिस इज राकेश और आप देख रहे स्पेशलाइज्ड ट्यूटोरियल। आज हम डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट का MCQs पार्ट 7 लेके आए हैं जो कि रिलेटेड टू द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड ट्रांजैक्शन मैनेजमेंट्स एंड इन दिस टॉपिक इट इज रिलेटेड टू द फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ Oracles and distributed database and Oracle clients and Oracle server, memory components of Oracles and various background process Ps and SCS. If you were first time user that you kindly just check out our previous video for the just taking a cues of the series. So thank you for watching our videos and just let's start our MCQs today. So first question of this, if the transaction is rolled back, all the database change made inside the transactions are okay. So options are made permanent, made temporary, copy to the log, undone. Okay, so undone is the right answer if the transaction is rolled back and all the database change made inside the transactions are undone. Basically these all the questions are taken from the various resources for the examinations which has already and just ask for the various competitive examinations. So just take it very carefully for the all the MCQs questions. I think that is all really beneficial for the exam. So now take the next question. Question number 2. Which of the following is not a property of transactions? Okay, the options are atomicities, concurrence, isolations and durabilities. Okay, so concurrence is the second is the right answer. Just this is the following not a property of the transactions. Okay, now take a question number 3. That's ensure that transactions are performed as expected. So options are transaction processing monitor, transaction processing monitor, and transaction procedure monitor, and isolation monitor, and transactions logs. Transaction processing monitor is the right answer. The transaction processing monitor ensure that the transactions are performed as expected. Okay. Now take a question number 4. A transaction that completes its execution successfully is said to be a committed, rollback, okay, partially committed, aborted. So is a committed, okay, and said to be committed. Now take a question number 5. Now does mean that a transactions must execute exactly once completely or not at all. Okay, so durabilities, consistency, atomicities and isolations. So C, atomicities means that a transactions must execute exactly once completely or not at all. Okay, now take a question number 6. Assume transactions uphold the share logs are if transaction B also requested for the share logs on R, so it will result a deadlock situations. It will immediate to be rejections, it will immediately to be granted, it will be granted as soon as released by R. So C, it will be immediately be granted. Okay, now take the next question. Question number 7. Does mean that when it end a transactions must leave the database in a consistent state. So data isolations, data duration, data consistency, data non-repeatability. So C, data consistency means that when it's in the transactions must leave the database in a consistent state. Okay, now take a question number 8. The number of the transaction executed in given amount of the time is called utilizations, execution rate, throughputs and atomicity. So throughput, C is the right answer. The numbers of the transaction executed in a given amount of time is called throughputs. Take a question number 9. Isolations means transactions must not interfere with each other. This is the right answer. Okay. Now take a question number 10. So which of the following ensure the atomicity of the transactions? So options are transactions managed component of DBMS, application programmer, concurrencies control component of DBMS, recovery management component DBMS. No, so transactions management component of DBMS. A. So basically, transactions management components of DBMS ensure the autonomy of the transactions. Now take the next question, question number 11. So that means that the transactions must make it change permanent to the database end. Okay. So options are A, isolating, B, locking, C, durability, and D, consistency. So durability is C is the right answer. Durability means that the transaction must make a chance to permanent to be data end. Okay, make a change permanently to the database end. So durability is. Now take a question number 12. Throughput means. Okay, throughput means the number of transactions that are committed to 1 hour. No. Number of operational transactions. No. Number of transactions that can be aborted in given amount of time. No. Number of transactions that can be executed in the given amount of time. Yes. Okay. So D is the right answer. Now take a next question. Question number 13. Dash, deal with individual transactions. Okay. Deal with individual transactions. So isolation transaction, transaction recovery, system recovery, media recovery. So obviously transaction recovery deal with the individual transaction. Now take a question number 14. The part of database management system which ensure that the data remain in the consistent state in authorization and integrity manager, buffer manager, transaction manager, and file manager. So obviously is go with the transaction managers, a part of database management system which ensures that the data remain of the consistent state with the transaction manager. C is the right answer. Now take a question number 15. Protocol is dash protocol is used to perform multiple transactions that execute on different database. So commit, two-phase lock, two-phase commit, and locking. So C, two-phase commit protocol is used to perform multiple transactions that execute on different database. Now take a question number 16. And transaction can be read and write operations on the data item when it acquire read mode, execution, exclusive mode, and share mode, and write mode. So B, exclusive mode. In a transaction can read and write operation on the data item when it acquire exclusive mode. Okay, take a next question. Question number 17. In one transactions overwrite the in one transactions override the change of another transactions. So uncommitted read problems, lost update problems, update lost problems, the dirty read problems. Okay, so once again repeating, in dash one transaction override the change of another transactions. So uncommitted read problem. Okay, this is not lost update problem. Yes, lost update problem is your transaction override the change of the another transactions. Okay, so B is the right answer. Now take a question number 18. Isolations of the transactions is ensured by. So options are transaction management, application programmer, concurrency controls, and recovery management. So concurrency controls is the right answer. And basically this is the isolation of transaction ensured by the concurrency controls. Now take the next question. Question number 19. In a dirty read problem. Okay, so one transaction read an uncommitted value of another transaction. Basically this is the main. Okay, one transaction read an uncommitted value of the another transaction, and one transaction read committed value from another transaction. No, one transaction read another transaction, and one transaction committed another transaction. Okay. Okay, so first is the right answer. The dirty read problem is one transaction read an uncommitted value of another transactions. So now take a question number 20. The last question of this MCQs are transactions can do only read operations and not write operations on the data item when it acquires lock. Which lock? Read lock, exclusive mode, share mode, and write mode. So see share mode. In transaction can do only read operations and not write operations on the data item when it acquires share mode logs. Okay. So as parents, I hope you enjoy our MCQ series because it is very beneficial for your exams. So if you want to be successful in exams related to the database questions, so I think that you go with our videos and just make a notes that will be the beneficial for you forever. So kindly just subscribe and like and share our channel. That will be the very beneficial for your friend that also take a benefit from this. So thanks for watching our video. Thank you.